Have you ever wondered why Yahweh's name is so important? Have you ever thought about the fact that it's been hidden from you right there in plain sight? This is the New American Standard Bible. It's a 1995 edition. Every time you see the word Lord in this Bible, where all the letters in the word Lord are capitalized, Yahweh's name belongs there. Every time you see the word God in this Bible, where all the letters in the word God are capitalized, Yahweh's name belongs there. There's some very important information hidden from us because the name Yahweh has been taken out of the Bible. I want to share with you just a couple of verses that'll explain what I'm talking about. Let's look at Exodus chapter 3, and we're going to look at verses 13 through 15. Now, I'm going to read this and put Yahweh's name in it where it belongs, but I'm going to also show you what this Bible actually says. All right, now again, this is Exodus 3, verses 13 through 15. Then Moses said to God, Behold, I am going to the sons of Israel, and I shall say to them, The God of your fathers has sent me to you. Now they may say to me, What is his name? What shall I say to them? God said to Moses, I am who I am. And he said, Thus you shall say to the sons of Israel, I am has sent me to you. Now, almost everyone around, every Christian I know, knows that God told Moses his name is I am. And I just read the verses to you where he said that. Those verses are Exodus 3, 13, and 14. Yahweh had given Moses instructions, and Moses is hesitating. He's trying to find a way to back out. And he says to Yahweh, I'm going to go to the sons of Israel, and I'm going to say I was sent. Who am I going to say sent me? And Yahweh said, I am sent you. If Yahweh had stopped there, we would say his name is I am. Actually, that's the English translation of the Hebrew word Hayah, from which Yahweh is derived, or maybe Hayah comes from Yahweh, but that's where the name Yahweh comes from. It means basically to exist. There's no way to explain God except to say he exists. No one created him. He's the creator. But I want you to look at verse 15. Now this is Exodus 3:15. God furthermore said to Moses, Thus you shall say to the sons of Israel, Yahweh, the God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob has sent me to you. This is my name forever, and this is my memorial name to all generations. I like the New International Version of that verse better. The New International Version says, This is the name by which I am to be remembered from generation to generation. Now, Yahweh first tells Moses he is I am. Basically, he's telling Moses he's the creator. I am means I exist. And then he says, But I want you to tell the sons of Israel that Yahweh, the God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob has sent me to you. And then he says, This, referring to the name Yahweh, this is my name forever. What is his name forever? Yahweh. This is the name by which I am to be remembered from generation to generation. Now, ask yourself this question. How important are those verses? Yahweh makes it very clear that he wants us to remember him by the name Yahweh forever. And what did we do? Not us personally, but Bible scholars have removed the name Yahweh from the Scriptures completely, so that most people don't even know God's name. Most Christians don't even know God's name. You can't tell me, after hearing these verses, that the name Yahweh is not important. He didn't say, This is the name by which I am to be remembered from generation to generation for no reason. He meant it. We have an obligation to tell the world who God is by name, because we live at a time when we're being told by political and religious leaders that we all worship the same God, we just call him by a different name. Well, that's simply not so. If you have not read His name is Yahweh, you need to. Now, a better pronunciation of the name of God is Yahweh. So when I refer to Yahweh in the United States, I refer to him as Yahweh. If I'm in Israel, I'll probably say Yahweh, depending on who I'm talking to, but it's quite likely if I'm talking with religious Jews in Israel about the name Yahweh, I'll say Yahweh. The one that they're most familiar with is Yahweh. In fact, it's funny because if you're in Israel today and you're talking with Arabs, they know the name, and they're not shy about saying it. And they say Yahweh, which, like I said, is the correct pronunciation. Now, why am I telling you all this? It's because, first of all, there's a lot of controversy in the Christian community today about the name itself. What's the correct pronunciation is not an issue for a lot of Christians because they've never heard a preacher say the name from the pulpit. The fact that God even has a name is a surprise to most Christians. They've been brought up to believe that his name is either God or Lord. Well, you know his name isn't God and his name isn't Lord. Those are titles, not names. We also know this. Joel told us in chapter 2 that everyone who calls on the name of Yahweh will be saved. Peter told us in Acts chapter 2 that everyone who calls on the name of Yahweh will be saved. Paul told us in Romans chapter 10 that everyone who calls on the name of Yahweh will be saved. About the correct pronunciation, I believe that Yahweh is correct. I'm pretty sure I've got it right. I'm not worried about it, though, because I know that the day will come when Yahweh himself is going to tell us. Now, how do I know this? Because in Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 21, he says, "This time I will make them know my power and my might, and they shall know that my name is Yahweh." He's going to tell us his name. And until that day comes, you can rest assured of this. God has a name, and it's not God or Lord. I hope this helps you. Whether it does or not, only you can be the judge of that. But at any rate, I thank you for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you again.